Blighty Boxing in association with Frank Warren and Queensbury Promotions. We're joined by the trainee accountant. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
All good. Now, of course, this trainee accountant can pack a bit of a punch. And Chris Bourke, I want to take you back to the Copper Box in December. Louis Norman, it's got to be one of the most brutal knockouts seen at that venue, I would say.
Yeah, it was just the right punch at the right time, really. It was a big fight for me. It was the first step up as a pro I've had. And Louis Norman was calling me out for a few months before this fight. He obviously wanted it and he fancied it, so it was a good venue and a good chance to sort of show my class, really.
Now, you probably wouldn't have admitted this at the time, but Martin had his reservations, your trainer Martin, before the fight, because he said it's a tough fight and you weren't very well in the build-up to it. So he said he had his doubts.
Yeah, I mean, leading up to the fight, I wasn't very well at all. But the thing is, it was a great chance, a great show, and it was just before Christmas, so it was an opportunity I couldn't really sort of let slide. And luckily, sort of leading up the last sort of week or two, I did start to feel a bit better, so it was fine, really. But the sort of weeks prior to it, I wasn't 100%, no.
Did you feel properly cooked before the fight? Were you at the right state of fitness?
Yeah. I mean, on fight night, I was up for it. I'd trained hard anyway, and I was fit and strong for it, definitely, yeah.
Now, your approach in the fight, you were quite patient. You weren't looking for the sort of haymaker, the payoff shot right from the beginning. Was it always the plan just to take him some rounds and then see where it goes?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a fast starter anyway. I like to look at the boys I'm boxing and work them out and look for shots that can work, sort of see how they box. But Louis Norman's quite awkward as well. He switches, he flicks shots, he tries to set little traps. So I wasn't just going to come straight in. I wanted to see what he was like, throw a few shots and see how he reacted to it as well.
He's been around a bit as well, hasn't he? I mean, he's challenged for a number of titles.
Yeah, no, he's a good fighter. I think he's a good fighter. Yeah,
You finished him off though, haven't you?
Yeah, I think he's had a kid and stuff, so he's having a bit of time out of boxing. Yeah.
Now then you jumped on a show a week or so ago, and a dinner show somewhere down on the coast. It was a late notice thing, I understand.
Yeah, after that fight I went on holiday for 2 weeks, and I got back in the gym sort of just after New Year, and then my stablemate James Branch was meant to be fighting and he got injured, so Martin said there's a fight in 2 weeks, if I want to take it I can, so I got straight back in the gym and took it. Yeah.
Very unusually for you, the final bell was heard.
Yeah, must have been because it was short notice.
Was it just an awkward fight, a journeyman type thing?
Yeah, I mean, I stumbled and hurt him a few times, but the kid, he was tough. He was one of them Nicaraguans, you know, you hit him and he just sort of eats the shot and keeps coming. But I did wobble him a few times, but he was a bit dangerous with his head and he'd throw the odd wild swing, so it wasn't worth risking anything, really.
Sometimes in those situations you've got to save your hands as much as anything, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it. Just it was more about just getting the win. Everyone's expecting a stoppage from me, but I'm still happy just getting the win.
So where are you up to now, numbers-wise?
Numbers-wise? Yeah. What, record? Yeah. 7-0, 5 knockouts.
Is that bantam or super bantam?
Super bantam, yeah.
Right, well that takes us on to something, because on Saturday was the British super bantamweight rematch between Brad Foster and Lucian Reid. Yeah. Did you take it in?
Yeah, I thought it was a good fight. You know, Brad Foster, I thought he caught Lucian Reid early and then sort of dominated the fight, really. Yeah, it was a good fight. Fair play to Lucian Reid and Brad Foster. But Brad Foster done what he needed to do. He saw the rematch. From the first fight, he took into account what he needed to do, and that was to pressure Lucian Reid and sort of stick it on him early. And he done it, and it paid off.
Who did you think would win beforehand?
Out of those two. I thought Lucian Reid might have nicked it on points, because the first fight was close, and it was. I thought Reid might have nicked it, but I thought Reid would have done it again. But Brad Foster, yeah, he done well. He looked strong.
How far away are we from Foster-Bourke collision?
I mean, if I got the call in the morning to take it, I would. But obviously, I've only had 7 fights. I haven't gone past 6 rounds yet, so hopefully not too far away.
Is that the plan now, to up your rounds and get yourself into these positions?
Yeah, I think so. I think my next fight's going to be either 8 or 10 rounds. I'll leave that to Martin and just build up and start trying to get titles, really.
Your weight's actually become quite a sexy division. I mean, in and around bantamweight and super bantamweight, you say at bantam you got McGregor, Farouk, and then, you know, at your weight you got Foster, people like that, yourself. And then coming through, you've got that little Dennis McCann, who I'm sure will be moving up to your weight before very long. What have you made of him so far?
Yeah, Dennis is a good little fighter. You know, I spar him quite a bit. He's very skillful, and it's mad how young he is. I think he'll be a very good fighter.
Spiteful little sod, isn't he?
Yeah, he's strong as well. He'll do well. I rate Dennis McCann. Yeah.
Anyway, Chris, it's good talking to you. Glad to get the update. Congratulations on the spectacular win at the Copper Box, which certainly would have captured a lot of attention, and your last fight. And we'll see you again very soon.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.